don't even know how to swim. Anyway, that's how we got to Oregon.
I remember hearing about that from Wit, just not quite as colorful in her telling.
Yes, well, she was dead at the time. Died of a broken arm. Or
Yes,
broken heart.
yes,
One or
yes,
the
that's
other.
true. Anyway, welcome back to Trailing Off. I'm Alpha, he's Recluse.
Indeed.
And
This is all true statement.
and carrying on from last night, we move on now to the deluxe version of the Oregon Trail, which
Deluxe!
one port was on DOS and one port over here on Windows 95, 98, whichever 90s Windows you played it on.
Windows 95, won't you start me up? Won't you start me up?
We'll start over here with 1992, the DOS version.
Yes. I think this is the one I spent the most time on. It
Yes,
wasn't my first, but it was the one that I spent the most time on.
yes, some more modern scholars will be familiar with this version. Much better graphical interface, more functionalities to make things easier to see, including introduce just this module, the ability to see whether everybody's still sick. That was a huge improvement as far as I'm concerned.
Stephen Meek!
Yes, and here is our usual top 10. Introduction and all that is about the same as we've seen in previous games, but we'll read a little bit more into that over on the Windows Deluxe version because there are voices to go with it over there. What do options look like? We can manipulate the list of legends, simulation speed, hunting time, yada, 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 yada. Who's responsible? All these people are responsible. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you. And export trail logs so we can actually... It seems that we can actually save the written log. You can actually...
If you ate more fiber in your diet, you'd have a log to export.
Ah! Oh, also, if you have a log and you're penetrating in any direction, are you exporting your log to the other person?
I don't feel comfortable with that joke.
There was nothing comfortable about that joke at all. Anyway, options help, yada, 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 yada.
Cringe it with your word processing program.
So, here we go. Once again, we have 5 people. One main guy who always dies last, and then your other 4. We've got expansions on occupations now, and they look like this. Banker still is $1,600. No bonus multiplier, no special advantage. We have doctors now. So there is now an event that when somebody... If there is a chance that when the death event triggers on somebody, it will actually save them if you have your doctor. A little bit less cash, no multiplier, but there's a pretty good beginner's advantage. Merchants, $1,200 and a 1.5 score multiplier. Blacksmiths and carpenters are exactly the same listing here. I have no idea why they didn't have some sort of difference here. But yeah, more likely to repair wagon parts, both double, 800 cash. Saddle makers, same cash, no advantage, 2.5. There's your farmer. There's your standard triple bonus, your 400. Oxen are less likely to get sick and die. So here, logistically, the events you see where an ox gets sick or injured and an ox dies, the range is less for that to happen, assuming, for our purposes, a dice roll of 100s, of a D100. I don't know what the exact percentages are, but it doesn't happen as much if you're a farmer. And then there's the teacher. Very little cash, no help, but the biggest multiplier possible.
Well, do you want to die horribly?
That is up to you. What do you want to see in action?
Teacher, teacher,
Teacher?
teacher,
Okay.
teacher,
Okay.
teacher, teacher, teacher.
Who is our semi-invincible leader this time?
Do we want to go with beloved teachers from our childhoods?
Beloved? Hardly the word for most of them.
You don't have any teachers that you love that you want to shout out as being inspirations to you?
I had a couple that I absolutely hate and would love to see die early.
Well, we are doing a teacher run, so it is likely they'll die horribly. Do you want to do teachers you specifically didn't like?
If you have two that you don't like, let's split the difference.
No. No. My teacher's experience was almost universally positive. The teachers who I didn't like helped me become better people by expecting things of me and not just letting me glide by because I was smarter than most of the other kids.
Well, I mean, the two that I hated basically taught me how to have some spine and not get walked on. So I guess that's a positive, but I still wouldn't...
but that's not what they were trying to teach you. Like, the teachers who I didn't like were actively on my side and trying to help me.
Well, to that, I'm somewhat jealous of you, and I congratulate you. I mean, I have to be involved in this. I started it, so I gotta be on the front line. Now here's the big question. You or Wit?
I guess I will be our fearless leader, and Wit will be our expendable red shirt. Yes, yes! My preferred pronoun is master.
There we go.
Alright. Everything here looks in order.
And
it's Matt!
yes.
The horrible racist Matt! My god. What a monster Matt is.
Yes, and this time we can see the maximum for each of these. Now, when I used to play semi-competitively against my classmates, I would go as a teacher. And I had this set list of items that would win almost every time.
Oh, really?
I did.
I was going to make some suggestions, but...
By all means, let's hear them. I can use mine on the other version.
I was going to do one of each of the spare parts. I was going to grab... I was going to grab 10 sets of clothing. Let's go with 4 oxen. Is food here split into perishable and non-perishable?
Yes, that's introduced here.
Okay, and so the food we buy here is non-perishable?
Correct. Anything we hunt or anything we find on the trail is perishable.
Okay, so we actually need to buy food this time. We need to buy enough food to see us through
well,
the
actually,
areas with little to no meat.
Well, actually, let me think. Um, I know that food is split between perishable and non on the Windows version. I'm actually not sure about the DOS version.
All right. Well, how many? Let's see.
Well, I'm assuming the help button.
Oh, at least 6 oxen to pull your wagon.
Well, the suggestions are pretty much the same here as they have been previously.
Mm-hmm.
So he would recommend 3 yoke, 2 sets of clothing per, 200 pounds of food per.
All right. Let's get 6 oxen.
Yeah, that's another difference. This time we buy by the single ox rather than by the yoke.
Yep. Uh, let's see. All right. If we bought 200 pounds of food, how expensive are tolls in this game?
How expensive or what?
Tolls
Tolls, same.
or ferries?
Same. 5 across the board.
All right. All right. So then let's go with 45 boxes of bullets.
Okay.
Uh, and so do you think I should get to exactly 390 on the build?
Well, if we do that, we would have to give up either one of the ferries or the Barlow Toll Road.
Oh, okay, okay. So, what will be our total toll and ferry expenses?
15 if we take them all.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then let's get 25 more pounds of food. All right. I don't feel great about this, but let's do it.
All right. Now
I'm curious, how does this differ from your preferred
I will show.
methodology?
I will show you. Switching over for you now as we do the intro sequence for the 1993 version. Varion 1.2.
Welcome to the Oregon Trail. You're about to begin a great adventure, traveling the Oregon Trail across the rugged landscape of North America. Your covered wagon, pulled by a team of oxen, will travel from Independence, Missouri, to the fertile Willamette Valley of the Oregon Territory, a journey of approximately 2,000 miles. Before you set off on the trail, you must register your name,
It
names
just
of the
occurred
members
to
of your
me.
wagon party, and your occupation. After that, you'll need to buy supplies and make other important
Oregon
decisions.
is one of the whitest, most racist states in the country because it was founded on the idea of being an ethno-state. Like the Constitution of Oregon said that like only whites could own property. And I'm wondering if nameless God. But you do have a name. Your name is Nameless God.
Yes, that was a brief other side of the rails history lesson from Recluse regarding ethnicity in Oregon. Just as relevant as the game itself, I promise you. Let's see how the more healthily privileged have it. So we'll go doctor for this run. All 4 of us.
That's Dr. Nameless God to you. We'll have to see if you can live up to the name Nimrod.
You know, I just noticed we didn't get the leaving time decision over on this side. Maybe it comes after the store. But in any event...
You need to decide when to set off on the trail. If you leave too early, there won't be much grass for your oxen to eat. You may encounter some very cold weather and late spring snowstorms.
For your audio learners.
But if you leave too late, you may not get
Are
to
you looking to me for guidance?
No.
If you leave at just the right time,
Are you?
there will be
You're not
green
able to hear
grass
this?
and, for the most part, mild weather.
Oh, no, I am not.
Great. So, it seems that fucking VMware still doesn't want to behave with audio sharing. That pisses me off. Yeah, you should have been hearing voices here. Well, shit, that kind of takes away from this. Well.
I'll just pull it up on stream and listen to it on stream.
Yeah, right. Alright. When does this team want to leave? Knowing about the same information as before.
April?
April.
I mean, this is your run. You're doing all the game-winning stuff here.
I recommend at least 6 oxen to pull your wagon.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you'll need plenty of flour, sugar, bacon, coffee, and other types of food. I suggest you start out with at least 200 pounds of food for each person in your party. You'll need good, warm clothing, especially for the mountains. I recommend taking at least 2 sets of clothes per person.
Matt, you
You'll need
racist
ammunition,
motherfucker.
too. Each box of
I'm
ammunition
sick of your
contains
shit
20 bullets.
calling coffee a
Finally,
food.
you might want to take along some spare wagon parts. Wagon wheels, axles, and tongues are liable to break along the way. If you're unable to repair a broken wagon, you'll be in big trouble.
Coffee is not a food, damn it, it's a tincture! A tincture!
And by big trouble, he means you're stuck until you can trade for a part to repair it. Yeah, and Recluse doesn't like Matt very much, in case you didn't realize. Anyway. That was my standard operating list.
Whoa, you have me very seriously concerned that I have overspent on bullets.
Not necessarily. This is because I have extremely... let's just say I aimed for over 10,000 points every single time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
See, what I was doing was relying quite heavily on luck.
Ah, so you are an R strategist.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
But, since this family is quite overprivileged... And we also get to demonstrate why it's a bad idea to have a heavily loaded wagon.
Oh, is wagon weight a thing in this?
It is in Windows. It is not in DOS.
I see, said the blind man.
And it greatly saddens me that you can't hear this music engine right now, but
I can. Very barely. It sounds like Discord is trying to filter it out as background noise. Anywho, shall
yes, we shall. Alright, let me...
I seem to remember doing games where I would spend a whole year in Independence just hunting. Am I wrong about that? What could I have been doing just at Independence? Could I have been spending days talking to people to look to trade, buying low and selling high?
Probably. Hunting is pretty much the way to gather up supplies like that. And considering the fact that this game doesn't consider either wagon weight or the commonality of game, would make sense. I think I might be able to show you what it is you're thinking of, actually. But first, when do we start?
This is...
yours.
Okay, then I will say April, because I believe the early bird gets to write the Constitution to be less racist.
So here's a look at the interface. You have the map, you have the guidebook with plenty of entries in it. You have your status window, which we'll show in a minute. Rations, which does the same thing between filling, meager, and barebone. You have pace, which is steady, strenuous, grueling, as before. There's your hunt feature, which you can't...
And I see that we have a rocket-powered wagon.
That's your rocket-powered wagon. General numbers are about the same here. The ability to rest, function where you can talk to people, where, like I said, if you talk to people, whatever you hear in a particular town, the stretch immediately following that landmark, you'll get the same talking. Trading is much more friendly. This time you can dictate what and how many you would like to get, and then they will give you an offer for something you've got. Or they will just tell you, in the case of, say, 20 oxen, something really preposterous. Or if you try to go above your available limit, 6 oxen, so we want to say 14 oxen. If you go too high up at a time, you'll just get this, and nobody will have an offer for you.
Oh, I'm curious about trading Stephen Meek! I'm curious about trading for dineros.
You want to trade for additional monies?
Yes. Yeah.
Just how much would you like?
Something sizable, but not too ridiculous. Let's say $20.
I would say, from my personal experience, that'll probably be good for a single ox, 1 or 2 sets of clothing.
And a set of clothing is... Alright, so then let's do $21.
Okay. A set of clothing is 10 at the market price here, or higher down the trail.
Indeed. Indeed. Alright, so make the offer.
Okay.
Noted is $21 to spare. Alright, let's do 21.
Well, fortunately, this doesn't cost time like previous versions would.
Now
wagon
those
parts...
only cost 10, right?
That's correct.
So we should take that deal, yes?
I think so.
And now we should try and trade for a wagon axle. 1 Wagonian axle.
Yep, so here's your status, your supplies, your healths. .
No.
Yeah, that would be a loss for us, and not to mention the fact that we're already not doing too well with oxen.
No one's got one wagon axle to spare. No. This is thrilling content. Thrilling, but you're right. This is 57 pounds of food. 50 pound of food is what, 20 cents, so it's 5 to $1.
11.40.
5 to $1, 50 to $10, and an axle is worth $10. So I would say no.
Yeah, we're losing.
But we
on that
can
one, but
also
not by
just
much.
go and we also can just go and buy an axle to replace it if we want.
If we want.
Right?
We could. But the only time it's $10 would be right now before we shove off from Independence.
Right, but we can go buy right now for $10.
Do you wish to?
Yeah. Yeah, see?
And we've come out.
And now trade for $21!
Are you insisting on doing this the entire show?
Oh, you've made a terrible mistake, my friend. You've made a terrible, terrible mistake.
I've made a mistake?
Yeah.
How have I made a
You gave
mistake?
me control over one of the streams.
We're never going to get to Oregon Trail 2 if we do this.
21 human dollars. Nobody's got $21 to spare. There's the housing prices on, you see? Yes! Alright, now we can... Alright, I will not actually torture you with making you do this over and over again. So let us just replace the axle that we have sold. And we will close down Recluse's Wagon Axle Emporium. We will... Let's see, we want to keep 15 dineros.
And we've got
Can we
37.
buy an additional ox?
You want more ox?
1 ox, and then say 20 pounds of food.
That's too much.
Oh no, not 20. I've missed math somehow.
You want 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I have jockeyed for enough advantage.
Are you hearing the music?
I am.
Okay, good. Shall we?
Pro-
You want to change your pace? You want to change your rations?
Let us set the pace to all power to engines.
Okay.
Rations are currently
Filling.
set to... Okay, then that's fine. Then yes. Engage the warp drive.
Well, that was quick.
So, true story, or at least true as far as I've been told. Apparently, my name in Old Gaelic means lost in the fog, because my clan was obligated to show up to a battle that they didn't want to go fight. So they showed up on purpose after the battle, claiming that they got lost in the fog, and they were shamed by being given the name Lost in the Fog from then on.
Hmm. That's a very interesting story. So, whenever your brain is foggy, we have an explanation.
Indeed.
All right.
Indeed.
So, now the guidebook will tell you certain things.
Alright, so it's generally too deep to ford.
Generally. And this time, very much too deep to ford.
That's okay, that's why we engaged in crony capitalism. So let's take the ferry for 5 dineros.
Now this time it doesn't offer... Oh my god!
Well,
Shit,
that
dude.
I'd like to launch a lawsuit against the ferry operators for negligence. I'd like to collect the insurance settlement for Mr. or Mrs. Garvin's death.
Mrs. And I'll gladly take the money as a result of this.
Oh boy, that's a lot of clothing we lost.
Never mind the clothing. Look at the food situation.
Yeah, that is like half of our food and a quarter of our bullets.
Half of our food? Look at the food remaining.
Oh! That's 95% of our food. Okay. More than 95% of our food. That's like 98% of our food. Oh boy! Well,
wow. That's $5 lost among all this other shit. Hands over hearts and salute. I'm actually sitting here saluting while the song is playing. See, this is one of the things with me. You have to sit there and you have to respect the dead. You could be a disrespectful prick and just play on without doing that, but I don't do that. I have a conscience. Anyway, with that having been done, we can continue now.
Do you want to continue on to the next landmark with this one, or do you want to go to the first landmark with the other one?
We'll get to Kearney again, and then we'll switch over.
Roger, roger.
Would you like to do anything before we play on?
Hunting sounds advisable.
Yes, we're going to have to do that the moment we shove off.
We can't just click hunt now?
Oh shit, I guess we can.
And that's a wrap.
So now the limit is increased to 200 pounds over the 100 from before, but that's provided you have at least one wagon mate still alive. If you're by yourself, it's back down to the 100.
Indeed. Alright, well, let's do that again.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about the commonality of game here. Either they show up or they don't. I'm not wasting my bullets on anything in the sky or anything tiny.
I don't remember there being birds. This mechanic is actually a bit backwards from real hunting. With real hunting, when you show up, the game is scarce, and then the longer you wait, the more likely you are to see something.
Well, my guess is when they programmed this, their figuring was that the more you kill, the less remains.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting still costs a day here in all versions.
Well...
Oh wait, no it doesn't. We could keep doing this into infinity. Windows, you can't.
No, let's just continue.
Okay.
We'll stop for more food somewhere.
Mm.
Be careful you don't push those animals too hard.
Oh wait, this is different. Are these the big blue talks? Let's find out. Oh, it's the trail before the landmark, where the talking is the same. So Independence is literally your only time to talk to those people. Alright, interesting.
Alright, let us cross this river in our traditional manner.
5 feet.
Caulk it.
Cock. Oh, no!
Oh, okay then.
Oh.
Well then. Alright, so do you want to time out and get to the other one? Or do you want to... I don't remember what landmark you set.
Kearney.
It was this one.
This one right here. And there we are. Alright, let's handle the housekeeping first, aka the pace changes, resting, purchasing, etc. Is there anything you want to do?
No.
Okay.
I will want to hunt again, but that is about it.
Alright. We shall do that when we return here.
And now, to your...
Yes, here we go.
Dr. Nimrod, attorney at law.
Alright, here we go. Let me expand this downward. There we
Hey,
are.
Doc, have you been performing elective surgery on yourself? Because your wagon is overloaded.
Vasectomy right here. Excuse me. Okay, so wagon weight. New concept introduced on this version rather than DOS. So it'll tell you your wagon weight and numbers on the status. The threshold for light is 500, which is the wagon itself, up to 1,000. 1001 to 2,000 is considered middling. 2001 to 3,000 is considered heavy and carries with it a little bit extra chance of an ox getting sick or a wagon part breaking. And overloaded, 3,000 and above, is an even higher chance of that. Now, another thing, the more oxen you have, the higher a chance there is of one of said oxen getting sick. Presumably because there's only so much grass, and the more oxen are eating it, the less there is to spread around, is my guess on that logic. 12 is usually fairly safe. 20 down to maybe 15 is when you really start losing your return on the money you pay for them.
I also see the split of perishable and unperishable food.
Yes, that was not present in the DOS status. So anything you buy is non-perishable, everything else is perishable. Now with that comes an additional...
Oh, that's gonna stink pretty hard for us later.
Yeah, now with that comes an additional calculation. So for perishable food, there's the chance of an event where some of your food spoils. And the spoiling event takes away exactly 10% of your perishable food, floored down to the nearest integer. So let's say, for example, you have 636 pounds of perishable food. It would aim to take away 63.6, but it'll only catch 63 because it doesn't consider the decimal after that. So 10% floored is how the math kids would say it. 63 pounds. Any questions?
Nietzsche.
Okay. And it'll give you a weight breakdown of your supplies. Each set of clothing is 3 pounds. Every 10 bullets is 1 pound. Wheels are 40, axles 70, tongues 50. And then your food just outlined right there. Money does not add to weight. Oxen obviously do not add to weight because they're never in the wagon. So now if you chop all of this away, it leaves 500 pounds. That's the weight of the wagon by itself. So on this version, the standard for steady pace is 25. It'll go up to 38 if you go strenuous, and 50 if you go grueling. Now after Fort Laramie, the base number drops to 15 for steady, and then the math applies downward across the other paces. So again, 1.5 times for strenuous, which is 23, and twice for grueling, which is 30. Why they chose Laramie as that point, I really don't know, unless they're simulating the fact that that next stretch is major desert. Anyway, that's my educational spiel for this. And if you
Yeah,
want
it's interesting to get the breakdown of the math behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm. And
Pay no attention to the math behind the curtain.
Yep, and this is my favorite version for mathematical breakdown. 2 is my favorite overall just because of general management, but this one I love analyzing the math. So now you can listen to the people speak.
Better take extra sets of clothing. Trade them to Indians for fresh vegetables, fish, or meat. It's well worth hiring an Indian guide at river crossings. Expect to pay them. They're sharp traders, not easily cheated.
And it's the same with the guidebook. So if you're in a town, you'll get the guidebook entry on that.
The town of
Yeah, I can't
Independence
hear any
in
of
western
this.
Missouri is one of the chief starting points for folks setting
Well,
off on
I
the
won't go
Oregon
through all
Trail.
of this, but
Emigrants from the east often rendezvous here to form wagon trains. They stock up on supplies, get information about the journey, and make important decisions, such as when to set off on the trail.
now for those interested in grabbing this somewhere, you can hear via Audible all of these entries, including what our dear friend Recluse here has lovingly called the what do you call this? Recluse.
That would be the pooping disorder,
Yes, thank you. So,
in which you poop yourself to death
yeah,
because
so,
you don't have clean water.
Yeah, so just for our friends watching this, for the benefit of you guys, to hear all this colorful stuff in full audio.
Dysentery is an inflammation of the intestines that can be caused by bacteria, internal parasites, or chemical poisons spread by contaminated food or water. Its symptoms include abdominal pain and severe diarrhea. Death can result from dehydration or blood poisoning. Rest and good water are important for recovery, although it can recur chronically for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could actually hear a very small amount of that very quietly, but it was so quiet that it was being filtered out as background noise.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably trying to filter in some really bad way. Actually, let me try something. Can you hear it now?
I had been able to hear it, and now I can't.
Okay, so it's not like it's because
Now I
have...
can.
Alright, so it's not like it's because I had the volume over pushing. Okay. Anyway, let's actually do a thing here. And there is music to go along with the trail itself, so I'll try my best to make it hearable.
Indeed.
Now we're only getting 15 miles to the day on steady. That can be attributed to the heavy wagon weight. Once it drops to heavy, as food goes down, you'll see the difference. Oh, well, damn the math, I guess. That's another thing I like about this is the pop-up warnings. A couple of them actually frightened me as a kid. Next couple days should drop the weight level. Yeah, weather can still happen as well, so fog will always cost a day. And there's your drop to heavy. Watch the number. Maybe it doesn't change until the day after, or it just doesn't change at all, one or the other. Anyway, here's the Kansas River, and the music is much better here than over on DOS. All right. You can hear the music on YouTube. Okay, 6.6 feet deep.
Don't trust that ferry!
I trust that ferry, but not at 6 days.
No, don't do it!
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it, the madman!
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Oh no.
And it was a heavy wagon, too. Hey, hey, hey. Nature doesn't like you. I'm sorry, excuse me.
I mean, it really doesn't. You're not wrong.
Okay, so does heavy still have the reduced rate? It's a little better. It's 16 now. And here's, again, a thing that's got an increased chance of happening. Wheel repaired. Day spent. Now, you can't hunt during heavy rain or thunderstorm. Fuck me. Shove it, Nelson. And again, being sick will decrease the rate of travel. We're down to 14 now. Yeah, here we go. This doctor's good with his wood. Thank you. Thank you very much. 3.9 feet. That is still too deep. We are going to cock. And we're gonna live.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm glad you're 0 for 2 in life-endangering disasters.
And we're back up to 15. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm guessing
You probably got over your pooping.
Well, that, and it's possible that there's a gauge as opposed to just a weight level where the oxen can go further off of like 100 fewer pounds or some algorithm like that. Oh yeah, by the way, very rainy. Hunting isn't an option. I am not.
Fascinating.
I am not genuinely doing that right now anyway because I still have way too much food.
No!
Now, again, for those of you who get off on hearing about bodily functions.
Various types of disease are common threats on the trail, especially during the second half of the journey as supplies run low or travelers become exhausted. Among these diseases are measles, cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. When members of your party fall ill, you would be wise to stop and rest for several days in order to aid their recovery.
But I'm a doctor, so shut up.
Cholera is caused by a bacterial infection of the small intestine, acquired from contaminated food or water. Its symptoms include severe diarrhea, vomiting, muscle cramps, and weakness. If left untreated, its victims can quickly become dehydrated, go into a coma, and die. It's vital that patients rest and replace the water and salt they've lost.
So Netflix and
Recovery
Gatorade.
takes place within 2 to 7 days.
Yeah, that's hardly chill. Yeah, laugh now. You may not be laughing later on the trail. Which means you're getting
Typhoid Kuro.
Which means you're getting the measles, boyo. Well, now that it becomes relevant.
Snake bites. That's a shot of whiskey and a shot of hard apple cider.
Typhoid is a serious disease caused by
No
a
need
bacterial
to refer to the
infection of
guidebook
the
for that one.
bloodstream. It's usually
I
spread
don't,
by
but-
contaminated food or water. Early symptoms include fever, headache, and weakness, later followed by a red rash. Often there's also diarrhea, nose bleeding, and coughing. Good food, water, and rest help in recovery, which may take several weeks. Untreated, it can lead to massive organ failure and death.
Yeah, I don't need the guidebook on any of these personally, but for those that that jerk off on this kind of discussion of bodily issues. Well,
Anything you're going to bookkeeping do before we swap back
no, sir.
to Team Bury the Drowned Dead?
I got nobody to bury at this moment, although I may, depending on how these illnesses go. Now, you say you want to
No.
hunt?
I'm Team Bury the Drowned Dead.
That would have happened.
You're Team Dr. Nimrod.
Yeah. Well, there's your dead one.
On average, our health is fair, whether you go by the mean, the median, or the mode.
Well, this health here is just a general indicator of everybody's health. It's all going to be together according to this header. Oregon Trail 2.
I don't think anyone could complain about everyone on average having fair health.
Indeed not. But that changes.
My leadership is impeccable. I am unimpeachable.
Technically, that's true. Nothing can happen to you until everybody else is dead. However, those two things cease to be true from the next version onward. First, the wagon leader can die before other people. And second, there is no health header. Everybody's got individual health statuses.
Alright, well, let's quit flapping the gums and go continue on and shoot some...
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, I thought that this was America! Apparently, Second Amendment doesn't exist anymore.
Anyhow, let's get away from the fort then and we'll do our stuff.
Take that, Bambi, Prince of the Woods. And your little friend, too.
I don't think I've missed a single shot yet.
Not yet.
Not to say it won't happen. It certainly could.
How many bullets do we have left total?
673.
We're fine! We're fine! We're fine! We're fine. Hunt!
Hunt.
Hunt!
Aunt.
That squirrel's mocking us. And that's all she wrote. Let us continue.
Hey, you know, that rock kind of looks like,
No, it doesn't! Does not.
Oh, you know what? I think the reason we were allowed to hunt so close to Big Blue was the fact that we had crossed
And... Hunt!
Hunt. Now, this is the start of the desert land section. We got real lucky just now.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we attempt to get lucky again?
Sure, but now you can start shooting smaller game.
You want me
I
to-
know that is anathema to you, but...
Takes about
All right.
nine. Takes about 9 of them to get to 200.
Yep.
It would take about 200 of them to get to 200. And we've only got 20 bullets. We only bring 20 bullets to any given trip, so...
Well,
It was a squirrel. I can't believe
Good shot, Red 2.
I can't believe I actually hit it. I missed a shot, but
I'm satisfied here. We can pack it in.
Yeah, so the gazelle would have been like somewhere in the neighborhood of 25. This one probably like 27, because I'm pretty sure no squirrel goes above 2 pounds.
Oof.jpg. All right, let's continue.
Yep. Illnesses are presented very differently here. There's no pop-up on DOS, but it will give you a red line to indicate severity. And bear in mind...
So let's change our pace to relaxed.
Steady.
Okay. Does resting at landmarks give you better health than resting in the wild?
I believe that was removed at this version.
Alright.
So it's equal. Oh. Oh.
That's fine. That's why we've got spares.
Actually, no, we don't.
Oh!
We lost... Yeah, we lost that wheel in the great ferry incident.
So, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Don't sass me with no one's got a wagon wheel.
I mean, you've seen my hunting ability.
Alright. I don't like it, but I'll take it.
So now we still will not have a spare because we got to use that immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's good news.
Oh! Oh! Now we find the wagon wheel! Now we find the wagon wheel!
No!
Alright, set the pace to middle.
Strenuous. And the blizzard costs a day and has a slowdown effect for the next few days.
Measles.
Mm.
Alright, well, let's change pace back to
Steady.
walking wounded. Should we be hunting? We should be hunting. Let us hunt.
Let's hunt. Now we're on the last stretch of desert, but yeah, we might get lucky and get us a stag.
Buffalo. Buffalo. Oh, okay, yes. That also works.
Stags are heavy too.
Yep.
And look at that. Very minimal waste. With 2 people... Oh no, with 1 person sick. We're only going 10 miles a day.
Ooh, wild fruit.
Up. Forced rest. Hey!
Yay! Set phasers... set engines to warp 5.
Strenuous. The Bugs Bunny xylophone song. Alright, so here we have our navigational decision. The Green River or Fort Bridger. Now we saw we saw in the previous...
I have angered Salt, and he must take his revenge against us, such that crossing any body of water will result in tragedy for myself and my crew.
Yeah, we did see in the previous version that going to Fort Bridger would skip the Green River crossing. I don't know if
it's almost as if there was some sort of a bridge at Fort Bridger.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true here.
Take the shortcut.
Take the shortcut? facing it bravely.
You know what to do. Shoot the hostage. I mean, take the shortcut.
Oh, come on, Wit.
Alright, drop us back into Impulse.
Aye, sir.
Set phases to Delicious.
Said what?
Hunt.
Oh.
Purple Mountain Majesty.
Oh, he was light. Huh. Okay.
It's that damn Atkins diet.
Result not typical. But that was close to the maximum anyway.
Well, we've been on the road for 2 months, and we've gotten about halfway there.
And my favorite folk song in the entire game. Anyway.
Take the gosh damn ferry!
21.5 feet. We'd better hope lightning doesn't kill us twice. Oh, oh. Hey! Third time is the charm.
Salt was appeased by our sacrifices.
Damn,
our sacrifice was wit. Yeah, I don't think Wit got over the typhoid fever either. Let's rest.
No, she didn't get over it.
Until she's recovered from one of those. Does one override the other? What's the party status?
Okay, so when an illness occurs over another illness, the new illness takes precedence and effectively erases the previous one.
Okay, so she's not doubly sick.
No.
The snake bite miraculously cured her typhoid fever.
Yes, but likewise, there is always a chance, and a fairly decent one, that an overlapping illness will kill that person on the spot, even in good health.
Alright, well, Wit is more valuable to me alive, so let's rest. Call it 3 days.
Okay. The resting is suspensefully slow in this version.
What's the party status? Wit is well again.
Wit just recovered and health is back up to good.
Alright, set engines to warp 10.
Okay.
And let us hunt.
Oh, there was a stag. There's a stag. And I caught him straight through the other deer.
Alright, let us carry on.
That water is very carbonated, so they say.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the name Soda Springs.
Also, never collect your water downstream from your animals. What is wrong with you?
Yes, I do have questions about that myself. Alright, let's make a switch. Actually...
Let's see how...
Let's make a different switch. There we go. Alright, time to go on.
Near, far, our wagon train will go on. And you make progress so slowly.
I mean, for me, the suspense has always been an integral part of this. Like, to the point where this music was semi-frightening when I was younger. Just waiting for something like that.
You heard me, Doc. I'm exhausted. Fix me.
What are you suggesting I do?
Surgery.
Have you seen me and Wit do Life and Death?
I actually haven't.
Yeah, well, I'll send you links after this. Wait, what was the link I was going to send you yesterday?
I don't know.
That I totally forgot about. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that, because I know I remember saying something. Hey, everybody's okay. Except you.
me.
Actually, I'm wondering if we should have invited Wit to this. I don't even know if she would have been available tonight.
It's not too late. I will invite her right now.
By all means. Add her to the call if she's in. In the meantime, given the suspense going on here, you're not missing much. Try to think what else. Oh, hey, you're okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Since we saw them on the other side, why don't we check out measles and snake bites?
Measles is a highly contagious disease that usually strikes children, although adults can get it if they've never had it before. Its symptoms include fever, cold legs.
No, I don't know how to mix the measles, but I told you. Snake bite is one part
if patients
whiskey to one part hard apple cider.
Recover after several days. If ignored, however, it can lead to pneumonia and death, especially among infants and the elderly.
And let's also hear about snake bite.
Rattlesnakes are common along the Oregon Trail, especially in the mountains and along the Snake River. If you see or hear a rattler, keep your distance. A snake bite is cause for serious concern. If anyone in your party is bitten by a snake, they will become very sick and may well die unless they receive adequate care, including plenty of rest.
I give it until Fort Laramie before somebody gets bitten.
If you insist. Alright. Captain, I'm beaming Wit straight to the audience.
Oh, excellent. Mine should all acquaintance be forgot, and days of old lang syne. Old lang syne, my friends, old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet, for the sake of old lang syne. That's enough of that. Well, there's Laramie straight ahead, so let's see if I was anything remotely close to right. And hey, with the weight having gone down, we're up to 19 miles a day. Let's hunt. I'm willing to make a sacrifice here if I can get lucky enough to catch a stag here. Not very likely. We caught lightning twice over on the DOS side.
There's much lower contrast between prey and
Predator.
terrain. Also, now I see the aerial fauna of which you spoke.
Mm-hmm.
In the version I played, I don't think that exists.
Now here's the point.
Oh, he's going to warp speed!
Yeah, here's the point to take ruling pace. And oh boy.
You did this! You did this to me, Dr. Nimrod!
We have to get out of desert territory. We are not changing pace.
You're not a man, you're a monster!
You're lucky
You
I don't...
took an oath! You took a hippopotamus oath!
You are fortunate... Oh, good God.
Look at what you're doing to us! When will your bloodlust be sated?
By the way...
Oh! You're willing to stop for a day to fix a broken wagon axle with an arm.
No, I'm not willing... I am willing to stop and fix a broken wagon waxle. And... Oh, hey, Wit.
I told you, I beamed her directly to chat.
Yes, indeed. You can edit in this one. It's pretty cool.
I see someone, then.
By the way, Wit, you're more than welcome to join the call if you desire.
It has been offered and she has declined.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, broken arms keep effect for roughly a month, and they increase the likelihood of death by mysterious infection.
Haha! I have once again defeated death in a game of chess.
By the way, let's rest for 7 days or so. 7?
What? Why?
Kuro's hurt, sir. You know what, 5 days. Let's do that.
Are you doing this just to mock me?
To mock you? No. You had nothing legitimately wrong with you. You were just being you were just being lazy. And now you're just hot. Now you're hot.
I'm always hot.
And the sick ox
I was
finally
too
goes
hot for
down.
that ox to handle.
Oh, I'm a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through.
I don't feel like going as high as I necessarily will have to, so let's just move on. Properly warmed up, I can sing that, but not tonight. Oh. Wait, no. No, keep grueling.
Goodbye, Bob.
I don't know if that was me or if that was just on there when I grabbed this, but damn. I will also head for the Green River, just because I want you to see the ridiculous thing that you'll see there.
Okay. Riveting, this is not, but... Haha! Not today, Death.
Okay, let's change the pace to steady and rest
Oh yes,
for
now that I'm better,
6.
let's rest again. Give me enough time to get sick again before you go continue. You dirty bastard. I'm going to survive just out of spite.
Wait, do you think I'm being malicious?
It certainly seems like you're being malicious. Back me up on this, Wit.
I insist.
Every time I get sick, he changes the pace to grueling, and then whenever I get better, he rests for a week.
I insist that it is not personal. This is business. This is strategy.
What am I, just dead weight to you?
No. The best way
Then
to...
why?
Because medically, and you can trust my physician's license on this, I feel that the best way to recover from such an illness is for you to get lots of exercise, keep moving around, don't be static, don't be like lazy, because that's no way to stimulate the body to heal itself. And this is the same physician's license with which I did the life and death stream. So, yeah. By the way, look at this depth. 41.6.
May showers bring
Fording would
unreasonably high river.
Fording would be pure suicide. Oh yeah, Wit remembers. Wit remembers.
How many wagons could you stack on top of each other before fording the river? The top one would survive.
Approximately 15 or 16, because the canopy would just collapse with another wagon on top of it. But we're not going to do any such thing. We're going to take this ferry. I'm actually going to go for a longer wait time, because the rest would be beneficial to us. Hey! Boo. By the way, the oxen never recover. The next event is death. That's just it. Now let's go hunting. This time we should get some decent game. That's going to be pretty tough to get from. Oh, my aim is all to hell. Damn. I mean, that may have something to do with it. Alright, so now that we have some perishable food, we might see the,
Food perishing.
Yes.
Food?
Oh, that didn't take fucking long, now did it? And like I said,
nope.
10% of the perishable food count. I don't know the probability of that event hitting, how RNGesus works here, but it's always that percent. And wild fruit, once again, is always 20. Alright. Clothing, some more ammunition, I like it. Everybody's well, right? Yep, good. Getting low on meat now.
truly a tragic occurrence.
Now that we are here, it is your turn.
All right. Let us hunt the most dangerous game.
Yeah, it doesn't let us.
Alright, too many witnesses.
But we can do this. By the way, Wit, somebody over here is already dead. Thanks to what we've started.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the deer.
I probably should at this rate. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, no!
Takes 2 of them to get to the limit. They go from like, I don't know, about 100, 120 on average. Well, there you go. Never mind all that.
I wonder what bear tastes like.
I don't know. Don't recall ever having had it. Oh, we made it to a fort, and we have almost no money.
Yeah. Why does that surprise us? We saved exactly $15.
No, you're alive, Wit. No,
And we spent...
the 2 names that would not be recognized by any normal people here, since we went as a teacher, we decided to go with teachers that, well, ultimately I absolutely hated. The one that is dead was killed in what we call the Great Ferry Incident now. We caught a very bad roll when crossing the Kansas on ferry and tipped. And that cost us...
the case is still in litigation, but we expect a big settlement once we hit our destination in Oregon.
Broken tongue. This time we're not given the option to fix or simply replace. It just automatically tries. Your engines are still at warp 10, by the way.
Good.
Okay. Upcoming is the Snake River. I long to hear you.
We meet again, Salt.
Well, this is the river where you have the option to hire an Indian's help. Only this time it's a static 3 sets. You don't get to work with 2.
How much clothing do we have left after the incident?
6.
Not enough. Well, let's see if we can trade for 3 sets of clothing.
Okay.
Let's see if we can trade for 2 sets of clothing.
About 1/3 of our bullets.
That's $20 for... how much is a box of bullets?
Nowadays, close to $3. Clothing would be about 15. No, I'm sorry. Clothing would be about 20. This far into the trail.
Alright, well, whatever. We'll take the deal.
And we'll hire the Indian?
Yep. Yep.
The odds here are the same as the ferry. Roughly. Because I have been tipped once. And sick ox, alright.
Happens.
Now the sick ox is no longer operating. So there are actually 6 in service here. Hey. Wheels and bullets.
Our wagon runneth over with wheels.
Yeah, after we had to trade for
After
one.
Salt took our wheel and then saw to it that our other wheel broke.
That did not take long.
Doesn't matter.
That increases the likelihood of breakage or injury for a day.
Alright, so let's go slower. We'll go at impulse speeds.
You realize the irony here, right?
No.
Look what just happened. Bottom of the journal.
What, that you have cholera?
And you're now choosing to slow down.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a chance to recover. Do I understand the mechanics backwards?
Well, you're being incredibly Christian about it by not paying me back in kind.
Oh. Well, I am a generous leader.
Another ox is sick now.
Yeah, should we rest here?
You tell me. You like camping in the mountains?
Let's rest here for 5 days.
All right.
Give you guys a chance to heal.
Only one of us should heal. And that person did.
You're well again.
Yep.
Ah, I see. You don't want grief to survive.
No, I don't. I really don't. Okay, now what?
Now we'll continue at a slow pace.
Steady, okay. Fort or shortcut?
Take the shortcut.
Shortcut. Fuck.
Perfect timing. And let's hunt.
Okay. Oh, you dirty, damned. One more of them should do it. Or get close at least. Oh,
Nice.
I got closer this time. Ah! Ha 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 ha!
Alright, well, we're taking a non-optional... Okay, so we're just going to continue on at a slow pace. Move, because I'm starting to worry about... What? You've only got 2! How did you manage to break both of them?
Oh, God.
That's legitimately impressive.
I agree. Oh, son of a... Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I'm not.
It might. Oh my God. And now we got to sit here just before the final landmark and wait for me to live or die. Oh God. And the impassable goes from 6 to 10 days. Come on, don't do it to me. Oh. Okay. You got choices here. We can see the new river game right here, or 100 more miles of the same.
Do we have enough money for the toll road?
We do. Pretty sure.
Okay, then let us take the toll road.
Okay.
We budgeted for this, we're gonna do it. No water, you say?
Yeah, water events have bad effect on general health.
Yep.
And at this point in time, rather than do Oregon Trail 2, we should probably finish the night with another quick little special that'll take like 10 minutes most. Really fun one, too. Ever hear of Fuck Oregon, Let's Go Find El Dorado?
Huzzah!
Yay! You did it.
I have. But now you have to live here with your least favorite teacher.
That's another story for another day. You broke
So
6,000.
would you consider this score, the 6,000 score, to be good?
Good? Yes, I do consider it good. Pretty sure it's actually second place on the default top 10.
But I'm still defeated by Meeks!
Yeah, I'm about to make his name appear, which means you're going to have to do your thing.
Meek! That is actually a little rough on my voice.
Well, the good news
I need to get
is...
some hot tea in here.
Yeah, the good
Take care
news...
of my throat.
Yeah, the good news is that's the last time you're going to have to do it. Unless, of course, you insist on doing it over here. But let's finish this real quick. And then our quick little closer special. Oh, wow. Well, we
Dang it, Wit!
Well, we got to sit here and take the forced wait.
Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do?
Lost my partner, what'll I do? Skip to my loo, my darling.
Skip to my loo.
Look at the I almost don't want to look at the chat for the next few minutes.
I'll do it for you.
Pray for me, people. I may be screwed. Hits upon hits upon hits against health. Has anything been said, Recluse?
She said, I mean, I'm not thrilled.
Oh. Well, that's not terrible, I suppose. I was expecting worse.
Now, are you going at roughly the same pace that I went, but...
Oh, fuck. Now I really don't want to look at the chat.
It was done out of solidarity. I hear that a lot of women who live together often break their arms at the same times. That's just like, it's a natural thing that happens.
May I ask where exactly you heard this?
When I was around, like...
What?
She said, okay, I'm way less thrilled about this. Then she told me, F you.
Yeah.
Rather enthusiastically.
Yeah, now I'm looking at the chat, and I don't think your purported research holds all that much water. Fuck me.
I would, but then I might catch the typhoid. Dang, that deer had gotten into the meth.
Okay.
You have to get that bottle. Okay,
There
it
we
had
go.
been mocking you.
Oh, now you show up. You know what?
Are you just spite killing them now?
Yep.
You're a monster.
Well, not anymore, I'm not. That wasn't even my record. I think everybody is in some way, shape, or form unwell right now.
Other than Dr. Nimrod!
Well, Dr. Nimrod's a special case because, again, nothing can happen to him until everybody else is dead.
I see.
So, yeah, look at this. Bud, you want to know what the good news is? I am going to heal.
50% or more on your wagon insurance?
No, it means I am going to heal first. You really insist on full speed, do you?
Uh,
I long to hear you away, you rolling river. I'm going to risk it. Caulk without help. Yes! And now, the wish of full speed. Okay, there's the special doctor event right there.
yep.
Any other profession, that would have been it for wit. Oh, God.
2 broken arms! Ah, ah, ah.
Is this more of that solidarity thing? And also, poor health, full speed, we're asking for death. Like we're begging for it. Oh, respite.
I'm sorry for your loss. But I want you to know that I'm going to be there as a source of great comfort for your mother in these trying times.
God damn it. I have to salute my own death now.
Indeed.
I don't believe this. And we were on forced rest too.
Mm-hmm.
My illness was shortest. Is this what I get for running my mouth? Also, I did my headphone drop trick, so I have no idea what Recluse even said. I'm gonna have to listen back. What's the timestamp on this? Okay, roughly 1 hour 37. I'm going to have to listen back. Jesus. That's not good.
I want someone to draw a picture of Kuro running, both arms flailing and broken, with a snake dangling off of her as she runs.
And I only just noticed, sorry viewers, about the fact that I could have done this just a little while ago. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, this is not good. That's basically... Well, it means that Kuro will heal faster from the broken arms, actually. If she survives.
Yes, being bitten by a snake gives her snake powers, which includes fast bone regeneration.
Oh, let's go back to steady. I got my punishment for everything in life.
Our travel log is going to look like the beginning, like the prequel to the Donner Party.
I know, I should have been editing it the entire time, but oh well.
On top of old Smoky, all covered
I would like to buy some laudanum.
I lost my true lover for fucking too slow.
Wit just said snakes don't need arms. That's why being bitten by a snake helps you with your broken arms. They have evolved past the need for arms.
Alright, only a couple landmarks left. Bear. Die.
Wow, I find it very homophobic of you to be killing bears.
Homophobic?
Do the Stonewall riots mean nothing to you, Alpha?
Why bears? Oh shit, another big delay.
Do you want me to explain the joke? Alright. It is August 25th, 1848. Time of death, 9:46 p.m. We will begin the autopsy on the joke. So, bear is slang for a large, hairy, homosexual male. And killing bears could mean that you are hunting ursines, but it could also mean that you are committing hate crimes against the gay community. In which case, Stonewall riots, which were when the gay community rose up in protest against police mistreatment and targeting from laws to prevent them from gathering, kind of started the gay pride movement and the demand for equal rights for the gay community. I am closing out this autopsy, ending this coroner's report.
So that's that.
So that's that.
Hoy.
Oh, you can see the change in grass.
Okay, everybody's healthy. Let's go. We just switched paces! No, fuck you. I'm not...
I know what you're not doing.
Look, I'm dead. I don't give a damn what happens now.
Tell me the tales that you...
But I will grant the shortcut. Ah. Food.
420. It's a joke! Because marijuana.
You know, as it turns out, you said 420 in the exact cadence that the bad event sound went off.
Oh, good. I'm glad to harmonize
I
there.
really hope that reflects well against that.
So we never had my question answered.
Which one?
Are you traveling at the same pace, but it plays a bedding down for the night animation and stops you, which it doesn't do in the DOS version? So it takes a longer amount of time to travel the same number of days in the same distance?
Oh yeah, because they added the sky effect.
Gotcha.
All right, so we do need to see.
Are you gonna
we need to see the updated raft game.
do
So look on the right side there. Once you make it to the north end, that's the end of the game.
Yes, we must head north!
Slowly but surely, around all the little rocks, we continue to progress north!
I very much appreciate that you have joined me in my my nonsensical inside joke, despite the fact that you neither understand it nor know what it's a reference to.
Oh, I just think it's fun.
I'm glad. Well,
I'm
well,
sorry.
well.
I'm sorry, somebody said something about get effed.
At least Kuro survived. The best amongst us.
Yeah, Kuro was the only one to survive. Well, her and Dr. Nimrod. Of course, I didn't. Of course
Not
I-
even a sixth of my score. But murdering Wit and I may have had something to do with that.
Actually, I couldn't possibly have beaten you because I have no multiplier. Even with 5 people, there was no beating you.
Stephen Me! Also, I appreciate that Cthulhu's on there.
I forget whose suggestion that was.
Aya Fatang.
Alright. Now there is one more thing that needs to be done before we finish here tonight. One special little thing. Now let's see if I can... What the hell? What happened? Where is it?
You shut down your virtual operating system.
Well, yes, but there should be an executable here, and I don't know where it is. Moment. I believe I know where to find it. Get the fuck out of here.
So, Wit, how is your shopkeeping going? Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you, Wit. Do you know the body count of your shop? Can you, like, is there a ticker, a log that says 16 shoplifters have died in this shop under current management? Gotcha. Because I want to know the body count associated with your consumerism, corporate capitalism. How many poor families just trying to feed some starving mouths have died at your hands? Also, are we still on call?
Yeah. We
let
are.
me-
We are. There's
my-
one thing
my-
I'm trying to do here.
Hidden racist beliefs and strange political leanings. I think that abortion should be mandatory, but we should give guns to fetuses to give them a chance to defend themselves.
Are we really doing this?
I am so pro-choice that I'm against there being a choice. Abortions for all. But I'm also against gun rights. You don't have a right to own a gun. You have an obligation to own a gun. To defend yourself from the people trying to give you an abortion. I don't see any problems with this political view whatsoever. It's entirely
Yeah, you're laughing.
All right, I'm in. I'm in.
All right.
Alpha, you've won me over. You've won me over.
You're laughing now, but just wait. The idea here is to get to El Dorado from Independence. It's the things along the way that really make this good. But first things first.
Why have we not been playing this the whole time?
Because this was meant to be educational, and all of a sudden we're saying fuck it now. So food is your timer. If that runs out, you're dead.
.360 no scope flips.
All right, I may have to do a thing here. Yeah, don't. You turn upside down, somebody's going to lose about 1/3 of their health. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, boy!
Well, here's what rivers do.
Oh no! Everyone has dysentery!
Health drains out
never
very.
drink the water in Mexico.
Health drains very fast with dysentery in this game. You get more food if you pass a store.
We gotta save Zeke!
Illnesses heal eventually. All diseases in this game, by the way, take out the same amount of health, but at different paces. Typhoid is slowest, cholera is moderate. No, typhoid is moderate, cholera is slow, dysentery is fast. You can get cholera by finding a quarantined city.
A plan, big stick, Panama.
Some Indian tribes are sick.
Oh, SpaghettiOs! No, not Pa!
There's a particular Indian tribe that I'm looking
it's like
for.
As I Lay Dying over again.
Oh, Lord.
No, Pa, you were supposed to meet a new one of your dreams and remarry.
Well, if we get the right Indian tribe, Ma could remarry.
Oh no! Yeah! Woo!
Enjoying the ride? Oh, shit. This ain't good.
Oh, that's very bad. Wait, the Rio Grande, we're going the wrong way.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Shit. Someone's dead.
Oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are corn. Wit, I demand your witticism. What
Shit.
you're experiencing here is pure art, and we need to know your opinions.
Yes, I would love to hear this. shit, I got a backslide. Got it.
Yeah.
See, there would have been no climbing that.
Ma, we did it!
Well, we got to do that again because there's something in this that has to be seen.
Is it when you run out of food?
No.
Do you eat someone?
No. It's getting the suspicious Indian tribe. By the way, the Rest for 3 Days event brings back a little bit of everybody's health.
Are they suspicious as in, like, you suspect these aren't Indians?
No, they're suspicious as in this shiny purple glow. Now, would you like to know what the shiny purple glow does?
Absolutely nothing?
Nope. It does something.
If you go back to the beginning and you fall off the cliff, something good happens?
No. The wagon becomes a bouncy ball.
The wagon becomes what?
Watch.
Oh, that's amazing.
Imagine the fun we'll have if in a long jump we can clip the top of a mountain. Imagine the speed at which we'll flip. Come on, I really hope to make that happen. Ah, damn it.
Oh no! The curse!
Shit, shit, shit!
Oh! You ate shit on that one. Quite literally.
Some towns can heal one person.
That's good.
Unfortunately, that one didn't. That's a sad way to slide into town. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to backslide. Which is way easier said than done. You know what? That's fine.
Oi!
Oh, damn it! And food is a problem. Oh, god damn it. This is bad. We're screwed. Food's gonna run out.
Not your best showing.
No. I'm gonna have to do 2 out of 3
Did you
though.
get cursed by the Indian tribe again?
Nope. Only one per customer.
Hey!
Okay. Last time.
Good job sticking the landing.
Thank you. See, most people I watch on YouTube playing this, they're not as adventurous with the flipping. It makes me sad. I've had a long time to master the backslide thing. Oh, shit.
No! Ha! He's got the poops!
I still will not be broken into laughter by a pooping butt.
Yes, curse us, oh wise.
Well, they cursed somebody. They gave John Boy the bad blood. They gave Ma the botulism.
Canned tuna.
Oh.
Ma fainted? What does that mean?
It means she lost about 1/3 of her health because we were...
Oh, from flipping the wagon?
Yeah, because we were lopsided. Also,
It's a typhoid streak! Combo contaminated water.
yeah, Pa's gonna die unless we get some intervention soon. Too late.
There. Oh.
I don't think there was
really
any. There was
screwed the pooch there.
Yeah, there was no getting around that. And because this is an ice mountain, this is going to be really, really tough.
No, not Zeke.
I don't know if this can be done.
Oh, Ezekiel, little boy, back that ass up to get more momentum to get over the hump.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Go up the green mountain. Yeah, boy. Oh, okay.
That's not nearly enough.
Well,
fuck this. That doesn't
go
count.
all the way over.
That doesn't count. There was no mountain with which I could have made that jump.
That's defeatist talk.
It was that or run out of food. Ooh, how about that?
Dang!
Now see this, I have enough that I can just clear that next one and not have to backslide.
Woo! Yeah!
Fuck.
Good. I'm not sure whether you just got really lucky with missing it, or whether it did not have, in fact, tainted water.
No, pure luck. Every river is technically tainted. Also, I don't think we need...
An unknown river.
Also, I don't think we need to go to Oregon Trail 2. This has been more fun than anything we've done with the series. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy!
That's the stuff right there. Look at that. Ha ha.
Uh-oh. Yeah, nailed it.
Barely skimmed the fucking water. Come on, give me some mountain. That sucks. I'm wasting all of my curse time on these minuscule little foothills. Shit.
Well, you just healed up, so now is a good time for tragedy to strike. Oh no! Oh no!
Like that?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the frickin' frogs dysenteried!
I don't recall asking for Alex Jones to be part of this.
It is always a risk when you invite me onto your streams that you're actually going to get Alex Jones.
Yeah, I know.
Oh!
I mean, Alex...
You're so close.
I mean, Alex Jones is so fucking quotable, though.
Oh, yeah, he's...
He's a complete ass, but he's quotable.
He's definitely a bad person. I would definitely... I feel no guilt in calling him a bad person. And I think that what he says does harm both physical and psychological and political. I think he makes the United States a weaker country for the things that he says and ways he makes us a less governable country. Everyone survived!
Yep. By the way,
good job.
And by the way, there's a cliff kind of like the one at the beginning. If you overshoot El Dorado,
That's what I was gonna ask. Is there something that happens if you overshoot it? And
yeah.
What happens? You start over from the beginning?
Yeah, you go over the cliff and you lose.
That's very cool stuff. Very cool.
I can't guarantee the ability to make that happen because I would have to be able to get a big time jump before that.
Yep.
But yeah, now that we found
So when is this game from? Is
2000,
this like modern?
this was 2009 during some independent game design competition. Like the guy that did this, Justin Smith, had 48 hours to come up with something, and I believe this won the contest.
Well, I can see why.
Mhm.
It was a good solid 20 minutes of just A plus material.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed, I cried. It was better than Cats.
Indeed.
Hashtag release the butthole cut.
Well, I'm satisfied with as far as we got from an educational standpoint. How about you?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I never played as anything but the banker as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think because I was a dumb kid and I didn't know how to game the system.
Right.
And playing as the teacher, I fully expected to get absolutely wrecked.
Mm.
And the only time that I wasn't able to handle it was when the ferry collapsed, and there was absolutely nothing I could do to prevent someone from dying.
Yeah, no, the ferry collapsing is.
But sorry, go ahead.
The ferry collapsing is a statistically extremely improbable event. You just caught.
And there's nothing you can do
you
about
caught lightning.
it.
No,
Like,
there's not.
Like that person was just doomed.
Yeah.
But wait, what did you learn today?
Oh, I would love to hear this because Wit was only in for the last part of it when bad things were happening to her and Kuro.
Oh yes, we discovered that your girlfriend is the sole survivor, and now she has snake powers.
Snake powers, and she has to deal with Dr. Nimrod for the rest of her life. Or the rest of Dr. Nimrod's life.
Well, I haven't gotten an answer from Wit about what she learned. I'm going to have to interrogate her later.
Well, you know, I'm sure she's typing because. Oh, there you go. Oh. Man. Yeah, it is a fun little game. But yes, fuck Oregon. Let's go find El Dorado.
A good time had by all.
Yep. Well, those of you who enjoyed, or those of you who watched this series trailing off, I hope you learned something about the Oregon Trail. We're not going to go further with it. I'm satisfied with what we did. If you want to learn about the later games, go find them, go play them, go explore them on your own. You now have the basic tools with which to survive and do well.
Indeed. And as always, I'm going to peg Stephen Meek.
You do that and you enjoy it. I am Alpha.
I'm Recluse.
Have an Alpha night, and remember, all it cost you
was a choice.
Good night.
Good night.
Son of a bitch, I did it again.